Okay. So get going. And no news there. It's Sunday night, so no news. I had everything set up and then we actually got to move here. So that kind of sucked because this was the trade I was looking for was within here with the NASDAQ. You Gold also moved as well. So I guess we can like this will be the new level here when the NASDAQ comes back down, and then that'll be the target if we get a long position. So yeah, I guess yeah, gold might actually move back in here. So I think I'll leave gold how it is. And I got to put my little chat box over here so we know what's going on. And yeah, today's a Q&A, which every live's a Q&A, but this live here is open for everyone to watch. So the standard members, they can come in and they can ask me questions. They're live, which they never do anyways. So I don't know, guys. Like if you're a standard member, I'd take advantage of this big time, right? So yeah, because trading can change your life if you really focus at it. Okay, I had all this set up, and it actually broke out like 10 minutes ago or so. The Nasdaq, and then this one moved up as well. So we're gonna have to just kind of wait a bit and see what happens here. 8 p.m. Normally we get some kind of move or reversal or something like that at 8 p.m. So it's 8 p.m. right now. And that's why normally I start these sessions at 8, but we actually got our move a little bit before that. So I'm thinking gold probably come up to here and then maybe have a little pullback. Here's a trend line here. So we could just go off this trend line. But a lot of times, if you go off trend lines in gold, it doesn't respect it and it'll come down to the previous where all the volume is, right? Which is like within this area down here. So yeah. And this guy. Okay. So I'm going to have to redo this stuff because it took off on me. So I'm going to make this our support, which is the red line. And then this, I can actually make it another support line, which I'll just make it. Oh, that's good. Okay. So we got some liquidity back down there. And I don't think I should move that line. Here, where did I have it? There. Okay, so this ran down here, grabbed the bunch of liquidity from there. So that tells me that um, they're going to move price up still, likely. There is a trend line going across here. Okay, this gold is almost touching there, so that's good. And yeah, we should probably from here get a reaction, maybe back down if this is some sort of trend line thing, maybe back down to there. So we could possibly do a short, but we have to look at the 15-minute. And if we were to short, we'd be trading against the 15-minute chart. So you have to keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure the NASDAQ looks the same. Yeah, the NASDAQ is bullish as well. So we want longs, which kind of sucks because 15, 20 minutes ago was when we should have started trading, but the live started at 8. There. If you watch the start of this video, I had everything set up. Okay, this is actually good. It's coming back down here. So we need to watch around the VWAP, and that could be our area of interest. So I got to log into my account here. Okay. And we'll see what happens here on the VWAP. The VWAP has been very supportive. So we know this is a strong area of support, and the VWAP is there as well. So that's pretty good confirmations. So yeah, we want long positions, right? So we're looking for a long here in this area roughly. So, wait for it to come down a little bit more. And this guy here, it's probably going to come down. But then if we short, we're trading against the 15-minute chart. The 15-minute chart's very bullish. So when this touches here, I want to look for signs of, neutral candle or whatever, that it's going to go back up. Okay. So you could take a short position here. It's very, very high risk because you're trading against the 15-minute chart, but that would be uh, a trade. And it's just after 8 p.m., which normally it's going to have a bit of a reversal or a move or something. So we'll wait and see. And I'm more interested in this trade here, like to see what happens if we get that long position. If a body opens below the VWAP, then we have these targets down here. But yeah, I don't really want to short the market because it is pretty bullish. So let's look at the 15-minute chart. Okay, now it's neutral. Okay, so if we get a 15-minute candle open within this area on the standard candle, of course, right? Then price could honestly come all the way back down here, but who knows, right? Might not do that. We got another 10 minutes on this candle. This guy here is going sideways, which is not good for a short position. There, it's kind of telling us not to trade that. So this is the area where I'm kind of interested. I want to see what happens. Do we get a pullback up here? So I'm going to actually enter a long position here in the Nasdaq. Okay. So I'm getting in a long. I've got to look for my fair value gaps. So we've got a gap at that red line. Okay. So that's where I want to see price come up and touch roughly. And okay. And then on the um MNQ chart here, I'll show you it. There's a gaps all the way through here. So it's a little bit different than the Nasdaq chart. The Nasdaq chart has this wick coming all the way down. So we need to remember that. But we need to watch this Nasdaq chart. And also I don't like this. I don't like these candles. It's not very strong. But we do have the VWAP and we are at that level there. So we'll see what happens here. And yeah. Okay. I don't know if anyone took this trade here, this short in the gold. Okay. You got to watch that one. There's no real trend line or anything. It's just really sideways action. Okay. This is really, really slow. Very, very slow. Super, super slow. Um, yeah, I wish I could have wish I could have this chart over here to watch it because you can see this is doing different than this chart. So, which kind of sucks. This chart seems like it's frozen. Oh, there it goes. Man, I hate it when that happens. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get out of this trade. Uh, I'll wait for the next candle to open. But it looks like that one failed. Maybe. Yeah, I'm just going to get out of it. Okay. So got out of that guy. Um, I forgot to show my balance before we started, but anyways, I took a huge freaking hit on that, like $750. So, anyways, I'll show you guys my balance here. This isn't a paper trading account. I'm not trading on my live account in this market. I don't think it's a smart thing to do. But yeah, this is like you saw that, guys. The MNQ chart was totally different than the Nasdaq chart. So obviously they're separated in some kind of way tonight. Um, this could be some kind of like support level here, but we'll have to wait and see. And yeah, you just basically want to be trading on a really small lot size or just do paper trading, right? this whole past week, we've been just talking about the VIP lives, just paper trade or trade on one lot. And I'm going to be doing that probably till Tuesday. It just, there's no, like, if you saw the calendar from last week, guys, there was no news. Like the entire week, there was nothing. So, yeah, and this is just like, it's not even moving. Okay, let's go back and look at gold. Gold has went up. Okay. So it didn't come down to our trend line here. Okay, so I'm going to mark down. I took one trade and it was a loss, but it looks like it's at some kind of support, but I don't trust it just to jump back in. And you're going to want to paper trade or trade on one lot. There's no point going and being like, "Oh, I'm going to, trade on a whole crazy lot size and stuff like that, guys." Like, it's just the markets have been really not great. And I think we still have, like, maybe even Monday won't be that great, but after that should be okay because there's lots of news. Um, Gold. Yeah, this is just like, it's giving signs that we should get in some longs, but it's like, I don't know, like, all these wicks are pretty much equal, which shows signs that it wants to go back up. Um, but yeah, I just don't like the looks of things. And gold. So gold going up here. So we had like a little wee sideways action pullback there. Um, and then it just continued moving up. Yeah, so there's no trade here. This guy, um, like, if you guys watch the start of the session, like, I came in basically saying we're like 20 minutes too late, like with the start of this session, because the move happened at like 7:40. Right? I had everything set up, and then basically it, gave us our move. So now we're just kind of waiting around, and we need to wait for some more, signs of that. Okay. So I'm going to get back in this long here. So I'm going to buy back there in the NASDAQ. Okay. It's showing signs now it wants to move back up. So we'll see if we can get it this time. If not, it has built up a lot of support here. But this next candle open should tell me a lot more. There, so that's good. So that's a nice candle. Okay, so now it's moving a little bit. Oh, okay. So once again, paper trade or trade on one lot, guys. You don't want to be trading like, in your firm account with the idea, oh, I'm going to make a lot of money and stuff like that. It's like the market's not good yet. We have to wait a little bit more. Okay. Okay. So gold is at this next line here. Man, I really wish we had have started this session a little bit earlier, but maybe next time I'll just do that, and then hopefully people people will see it. There's no way of sending an early reminder or anything. But yeah, we basically had our moves earlier than 8 p.m. Man, this is really difficult here. Just- I feel it's going to take off, but it's really having some problems getting going. Okay, so this trade is, man, okay, sorry guys, it's the charts are separated, so it makes it really hard for me to trade. Okay, this is what we're trading, and it's in like $500 of profit almost, and I think it's hit our target. So I'm gonna get out of that trade now. Okay, so I took like $500 of profit on that there, but still I didn't make back the loss that I just had on that first trade, guys. This account was at 50,800, which is a paper trading account. Okay, I'm not trading on a real balance today. I don't think that's a good idea to do. but still, it's good to practice and stuff. Okay, so this is the area in gold. I'm thinking it might actually have a good pullback, but still, same thing as this here. When I said this is a very, very, very high risk trade to be in, you're trading against the trend if you short in gold. Like it's bullish, right? But it took off before 8, which is very strange. Normally, the move happens around 8, and it happened like 20 minutes or 15 minutes before 8. So we kind of missed any kind of good trading, guys. Sorry, but um, yeah. So, anyways, we got a profit out of this last Nasdaq trade, which is okay. And if you guys have any questions, just jump in the chat. I know there's only 8 people watching because this is a Sunday, and not too many people show up on Sundays. But if you have any questions about trading or anything, then you can let me know. And yeah, it's just really weak market here. So let's look at the Nasdaq again. We'll see. Yeah, so it's weird. It's like the MNQ is leading, and then the Nasdaq's like following it. You see that? So it's very strange. So I think what we should be doing is charting on MNQ. Gold, yeah, gold chart looks the same, pretty much. Yeah, looks pretty much the same. So I already have it charted out, so I don't have to rechart that one. But I guess we could chart out this one here. We're gonna put our 15-minute on this side of it, and sorry guys, I'm like all over the place here. I'm just kind of pissed off that we actually missed like the actual good trading. But that's the thing there when you trade live. I can't just start when the market's actually showing me like, "Oh, now's a good time to trade," and it's like 20 minutes before the live starts. I can't just start trading. And then everyone shows up at 8 p.m. and I'm like, "Yeah, I've already traded, guys. Sorry." Kind of thing. So, 15-minute chart now is neutral with the Nasdaq, which is strange for 8 p.m. On a Tokyo session. Normally, it's found its like direction. So let's go and let's clear this guy because this is the one we want to chart on today. For some strange reason, the Nasdaq chart is looking different than the MNQ chart. So we're gonna go and we'll find our level. So there's definitely a level here. So boom, like that. This is definitely something, and this is definitely something here. So who knows? Maybe it's going back in this level where it was. Okay. And then I'll make these, this one will be red. So we know if we get below here, then we can look at shorts. If we get above here, we know we can look at longs. Okay. I'm using this as the reference and not this just because there's not enough information there yet. But still, I have to trade because it's you know, like I'm live here. So, okay. We know this is really, really strong. It's probably going to want to maybe take that out. So wait for there. And we know that the 15-minute chart is now it's neutral. So we could just range again, or we could get lucky and it gives us a nice short position, right? We'll wait and see. And then so what I'm thinking right now in the back of my head is that it's Tokyo session, and Tokyo session loves to do liquidity sweeps. So it could take out the liquidity from here and then go back up. So that's kind of I have that in the back of my head if I do get in a short position here. So that looks like maybe it's doing that. Okay. So we'll go have this guy here. I gotta put this back to black. Sorry, guys. I'm kind of like all over. It's just when the session gets messed up, it kind of throws me off. Okay, so if we get a body open below here, we have these down here for target. And then we have all this down here. Like this is going to be an amazing trade if it gives us a short position. But who knows? Maybe it finds support here. Okay, so let's put our line across here. Okay. And if this was New York session, I'd probably be in a short right now. It's Tokyo session, so this is kind of unusual for Tokyo session, right? Is for it to just go and grab that liquidity so fast. Like normally it'd go sideways for a bit and then slowly come down. So this is the level I want to watch. If we get a body open down here, then I'm going to get a short, and it's either going to give us an amazing trade or it'd be a liquidity sweep. But I don't think that's it. I think we're going to maybe go back up from here. So we'll have to wait and see that, and then we can put gold chart back over here, and it's showing signs that that's a top. Oop, what am I doing? Go to the 1 minute chart. There. Okay. So gold, I'd watch that trend line. This guy here, there's a lot of people getting in longs in this area because of this previous low back here. So I have to wait and see. Maybe it gives us a long position. Like Tokyo session, guys, it probably, if things were normal, it'd probably give us a nice long position. So we'll have to wait and see. Okay, I know I talked about going short here, and it was a very, very high risk trade. So this is the area you'd want to get out of that short position. I didn't take it, so I'm not going to write it down. But that's the area you'd want to get out of the short if you ended up taking that. Okay, so this here is showing signs we could now take a buy in the Nasdaq. Okay, so I'm going to get in there once again, guys. I'm paper trading. I'm not like until we're back to normal in the market. I'm not going to go in there with uh a funded account or whatever. Okay, so let's look for our fair value gap. Where's it going to go? So we've got this red line here, which we know is really, really strong support, or sorry, resistance. And then we've got all these fair value gaps through here. Okay. So price could run all the way back up there, or who knows, maybe it fails and it gives us a short opportunity, right? Like right now, the trade's kind of going against us a bit. Okay. Once again, I'm going to say this, guys, do not trade in your firm account tonight or probably tomorrow for the VIP live. Either trade on one lot or paper trading. This whole mess from last week, no news, um, is still going on. You can see Sunday, Monday, and then boom, markets are back to normal. Okay, this because it's Tokyo session, I think this is gonna be fine, and it'll go back up. Gold probably maybe it wicks down to this trend line and then goes back up, like takes this liquidity out. Okay, so this trade here, I'm gonna take profit on it pretty soon because it's pretty much hit our target. Okay, so I took profit on that. Okay. So I took profit on this trade here. I was on my other screen. Okay, so now my balance is at 50,000. This is paper trading, $50,677. Okay. Where's my garbage? Okay. This is a really, really strong area here. So it could even go sideways here and then boom, go up, or go sideways here. And then I don't think it's going to come down just yet. But yeah, I think we're going to get some sideways action here. So, anyways, that red line there is probably a good place to sell, good place to get out. This guy here is around the area where we kind of want to start looking at it again. It probably will likely want to take this out, so maybe we'll get a wick below here. We'd have to watch the VWAP. If it goes under the VWAP, then probably it's going to go in a downtrend, right? Okay. If we get a body open above this red line here, we might be able to get into another long position in the Nasdaq. We got to look at the 15-minute chart because if we trade long here again. We've got another 6 minutes on this candle. So this could have just been a little like breath of air it's taking, and then it could go back up again. So really, it's like neutral. We don't really know. Like probably in another 15 minutes, which the session would be over by then, we would have another trade. But right now, guys, it's kind of like no man's land. You don't really want to be trading when it's just going sideways like this. Okay. And we only have 5 more minutes in this session. Maybe I'll go on for another 10 minutes, but no one's asking any questions. And we have done 3 trades. And I'm kind of saying, like, let's paper trade, or if you really, really want to trade in your account, trade on one lot. It's just, guys, I really don't like this. Like, I know last week, we did good, we made profits and stuff, but it was just really difficult to trade because everything just kept on going sideways when there's no news. Like, when there's news, you get moves. And then after those moves, then you trade because there's lots of volume, right? Like through here. Like from Tuesday, it's going to be good. But tonight, it's still the same deal as all last week. And then tomorrow, who knows, right? So, yeah, you got to play it safe, even though I know it doesn't feel good just to be paper trading. But like, look at this, right? We're happy we got out of that trade, right? It's just going sideways. Okay. Gold is kind of in the area where we'd want to think about going long again, but we need to wait for signs of it to like show us, like, oh, I want to go long. See, look, now it's coming down. We're watching the VWAP, right? So this trend line here has broke, which means that if we get under this VWAP, it could come all the way down here, right? To this red line or to even these lines here. So gotta watch that. Okay, there goes the NASDAQ. Okay, so I said uh, a while back, if we get a body open above this red line, it could continue up. We need to look for fair value gaps. We need to understand that this chart here, MNQ, is separated from the NASDAQ chart. Okay, it started to separate back here. You look at this big long wick on this candle. It's not on the MNQ chart. See, it's different. So this makes trading really freaking difficult, right? So yeah, we got to keep that in mind as well, as that the charts are separated for some strange reason. Um, there, because normally I like to chart on this NASDAQ chart, and then just we have to, with the firms, trade on the MNQ chart. So even if I'm paper trading, I'm going to trade on the MNQ chart, right? If you don't have a firm account, you're just paper trading, you trade on the NAS 100 chart, because these charts here over here, you have to pay for data for them unless you have a firm account. Like you log into your firm account and then you log out, and the the data will be there. Are you trading NASDAQ or US 30? I never trade US 30 during Tokyo session. There's not enough volume. If I was to place an order, say a long position, it'd buy like up here probably. So this is MNQ, is the NASDAQ. And then I'm looking at gold as well. But yeah, I never trade the um, US 30. I just trade the US 30 on the New York session. But the gold and NASDAQ are good for Tokyo and London session. There's lots of volume always in them. Yeah, but US 30, it's like sometimes even if we put on the standard candles, you'll see like huge gaps in it, right? So for instance, if price is here and you were to go for a short position, it would buy up here, right? Because there's a big gap in the price if the price is there at the moment, right? So you'll find those. And this is 8:30 p.m. at night. Like this is when there, for Tokyo session, there is more volume than normal, is after 8 p.m. Because it just opened. But yeah, in a couple hours, come look at the MYM chart, and you'll see this is all over the place, huge gaps. So that's why we got to stay away from um, US 30. So this came up, it touched our line there. Guys, we've already done 3 trades. So I'm not really focused on, oh, I got to find another trade. I got to find another trade. But yeah, it looks like gold is going to give us a nice trade here at some point. We got all this. Okay, so here I'll give you guys a gold setup. I'm going to delete everything on here just to make it simple, and then I'll leave you with that. Uh, So we've got this right here. Okay. So anywhere within here, if it starts to show signs that it's going to go back up, like it's finding support, you could go long, right? Uh, if it breaks below here, it's going to come down to this level here. If it breaks this, so if it breaks this, you're going to want to take it short. Like, don't even think about it, just getting it short. If it breaks that, because if it breaks this, it's going to probably come all the way down to here. Oh, there's two spots it could come down to. Oh, there's lots of levels through here. Okay, so I shouldn't say that. It could come to here, could come to here, and it could come down to here, but the odds are it would come all the way down to here in gold if this breaks here, right? But I think it's going to go back up from here and then probably just go sideways a bit. Okay. So it's showing signs right now that we could actually take a long position. Um, so yeah, maybe I'll just do that for fun as I'll take a gold trade, jump in gold, do a buy in gold. Okay. So I got in gold. Okay, so I actually took a little trade in that GMC or MGC, not GMC. GMC's a truck. And we'll see how that goes because it had a big, huge pullback. Maybe it goes up. Maybe it goes up. NASDAQ, I wouldn't look at. Like it's telling us not to trade. It's just going sideways. So this guy here, and we'll hope it doesn't just go sideways. Okay. We know there's this level right here. So this could be your target. Is through here, which it almost came up and touched. Okay, I got to turn the VWAP on. Okay, so it's under the VWAP. That's what it's fighting right now. And then, also there's a bunch of liquidity up there. But if this breaks here, guys, I'm just going to get out of this trade. Like, if it breaks on us, because if it breaks, it's probably going to go sideways. So we'll see. And I think I've said this enough, but I'm not even trading on a firm account, guys. I'm just trading in a paper account today for this here. If you're going to trade in a firm account, I would trade on one lot once again because of this. This is what it was like all last week with no news. So Tuesday is when we can start to take trading, like, go in with bigger lot sizes and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so this guy here is still showing signs that it's going to go up. So it's still good. And then once this trade's done, guys, we're going to end the session because this is supposed to be 30 minutes long. It's already been 30 minutes. And it's really like a Q&A uh, session. And we only got one person asking questions. Okay, so there you go. I would say take your profit anytime. This is the target up here, but it should take it that wick or come close to it, I would think. But it's just moving so slow. So I'm going to set my take profit up there. And then if it hits it, it hits it. It's really floating around it. Okay. And it'd be nice to just end this session back where I started because was it the first trade? Yeah, the first trade really messed me up. But anyways, it's a paper trading account. Doesn't really matter. There. But yeah, it'd be nice if we could get there. You go. Okay, so that's good. Took me okay. So I'll show you guys my balance. So I'm back to where a little bit more than where I started today with that. So you can see that, guys, like that. If you're around for that first trade that I took, right? It's paper trading account, so it doesn't really matter. But that first trade I took messed up my entire, other three trades that I took afterwards, right? So, anyways, we did 4 trades on a Sunday, which is actually a lot. And yeah, that was just really frustrating session because if you guys saw the start here when I started things up, I had the charts all set up. And then 15 minutes before my session started, it was the actual move that like I was waiting for. So that kind of sucked. And then we had to like sit here and wait for the market to calm down and then we could start trading. But yeah, this is definitely around the area where I think that you should get out. See how slow it's moving, right? It's just really moving really slow. See, you did good. Trust yourself. Yeah, like you have to listen sometimes. You have to listen to like see I don't really like to say you have to listen to what your mind is telling you because if you do that, you're going to have a really hard time trading because it's going to tell you like like your win rate's going to be horrible if you listen to yourself, your mind. You have to listen to like the trading info. Like this is telling me all last week, if I was to go back in time here, last week there was nothing in the news, right? And then Sunday, Monday, there's still nothing. So I'm thinking, okay, it's Sunday. There's no news, which is kind of normal. But then on Monday, there's no news, which is kind of not normal. And then after that, there's a bunch of news. So I know that from Tuesday, trading's going to be good. But all last week was really difficult. Like it ranged a lot during our sessions, our VIP live sessions last week. So before the trading session, I knew right away, okay, I shouldn't be trading on my firm account. I should be paper trading or trading on one lot, right? Where if you trade on one lot, things can't really go that bad for you. Maybe you lose 50 bucks or something like that if things go bad. But yeah, you could tell the first trade I did, I spent the rest of the session making back what I lost. And then I ended in little itty bitty bit of profit, like 10 bucks a profit or something like that, right? Because I think it was around 50,800 was where my account started. So yeah, that's it. And then yeah, I would really like to leave you guys with a trade, but I don't like last time we looked at Nasdaq, it was going sideways. It's still like look at these wicks, right? Like yeah, it did go up a bit, but these wicks are crazy. So I would say stay away from the Nasdaq if you want to continue trading. I wouldn't trade in the firm account. I'd paper trade if you want to trade. And then probably gold is your go-to. Like it looks a lot smoother. We're probably going to get some nice shorts in gold here. Like I do have this set up. So that's probably what I'd be looking for is gold to hopefully break this level. Like if it starts trading down here, maybe you could set an alert like this, and then your alert goes off, and then you could look at your chart again. Because I think this would be a good trade, right? There are lots of levels back here that it might stop at, right? Like it could have problems here, it could have problems here, and then down there is our final target. But still, even from here to here is a good trade. Or if it breaks this, that's an amazing trade. But if it comes all the way down here, which I think it will, if it does break this and start in a downtrend, I think that it will come all the way down there. So that's kind of what I'd be thinking about if I was going to continue trading, but I'm not just because of what I saw here tonight, guys. It was just kind of like the moves happened before our session started, which is strange because Tokyo session opens at 8 and the moves happened before 8, which is strange. So, yeah, I don't know, weird. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the VIP live. But yeah, I think gold will come down if that's what you want to know. I think it will come down. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we did do 4 trades. There only kind of one question was asked. So I'm going to start saying week after week, and maybe I'll post in the group. If you do have questions, like make sure you come to these lives on Sunday because I kind of want these lives on Sunday to be kind of less trading and more just like answering questions and that type of thing. Because I really shouldn't be doing 4 trades or 5 trades over 30 minutes in Tokyo session. Like that's insane. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay. So that's it from me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys, the VIP members at 9:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So I'll see you there.